Welcome everyone, my name is Phantom, so let's get straight into this. It's safe to say Call of Duty is in a bad spot right now. YouTubers like T Martin, Chaos Like Silencer, and the whole zombies community have came out saying they're not interested, so they're not going to make videos on it. There's a lack of interest, the views on YouTube are down, the sales are down, 3 million dislikes. So this is a top 10 list, in no particular order, of just changes and innovations Call of Duty needs to make or do to just make fans happy, make them sell billions of, not literally billions, but just sell loads of copies, just make Call of Duty really popular once again. So number 10 is going to be, and we've all heard it a million times, go back to a past setting. So I want to paint a specific image in your head, so for the sake of this video, we're just going to say it's a World War II game, okay? So people want a change, they want to step away from a futuristic setting, and people say World War II is overdone, but then they don't realise that Call of Duty used to do only World War II games. Now they haven't done one in like 9 years, so World War II, going back to it after all this time, would be a big change. So there you go, I don't want to ramble on too much. So number 1, go back to a past period, and for this video we're just going to say World War II. There you go, number 10 I mean, not 1, number 10. So number 9 is a bit ludicrous to say, so hear me out on this. Add planes and add tanks. So there can be a game mode where you just fight in planes, there could be one where you just fight in tanks, or with tanks and infantry, and then don't tell me that this is impossible, because Battlefront does it with their spaceship warfare, right? So your tank, your normal person, and your plane can each have a customization thing and a leveling system, so you can just change things up. It just changes Call of Duty but keeps it Call of Duty, if you know what I mean. And who doesn't want to play in a tank? Who doesn't want to play in a plane? It's cool, do it. That was number 9. Okay, number 8 is going to be about multiplayer maps. So for the past few years we've just had the same copy and paste maps where it's just a lane down each side and a lane down the middle. No, change it up like how it used to be. Have those small maps, have medium maps, and have large maps like Wasteland and maps like Fuel for Modern Warfare 2 that were really big maps, yet it still worked. And people could complain that the gameplay's too slow, but screw them, that's how it used to be. And also, then on these big open maps, especially like Wasteland, if you remember that map, tanks would work on that as well, so that could be for the tank and infantry sort of gameplay. Number 7 is make campaign great again, because I've heard good stuff about the Infinite Warfare one, but I haven't played, but the past few campaigns haven't been good. So how about characters we actually care about, and actually have good characters, if you know what I mean? Have sort of oh my god moments, like what the hell just happened, big impacts to the story, cool things, events that happen with cutscenes and stuff that makes us care, makes us interested. I mean, that's what a game is supposed to be, right? Entertaining, not just confusing like Black Ops 3's storyline. Even to this day you still hear people talking about Captain Price, Soap McTavish, Mason, Woods, you know, people like that. Good characters. So number 6 is going to be a merging of 2 previous points. So add a tank campaign and add a plane campaign. So if you're lucky, you might have had one tank mission in the older games, right? So say you complete the main storyline, and then as a bonus you unlock like a mini campaign with tank missions, and tank missions only, and then after you complete that, then you get a plane one with like a few missions. I mean, who doesn't want to do that? Flying planes, driving tanks is cool, and it just adds so much more to Call of Duty. So that's number 6, add them to campaign as well. Okay, let's change gear and go into a bit of zombies. And no, not every point from here is going to be zombies, so if you're not interested, there are other points regarding other stuff in zombies later on. So for number 5, let's say for this instance, in this game I'm painting in your mind, it's 2019 and it's Treyarch's next game, because you know, Treyarch makes the best zombies. So Black Ops 3, they really missed out. So what I'm saying, number 5, zombies needs to go all out. What I'm saying is a great starting map, as well as an amazing bonus map. So let's say the starting map is a Origins remake with the Primus characters, and we actually get to use the staffs. And the bonus map can be a United States military base map, maybe Area 51, like we saw a tiny bit of the moon map. So, and then just go all out. Put in every perk that there ever was, because Black Ops 3 just didn't do that for some reason. add the different game modes that were in Black Ops 2, like Grief and Turned. Maybe add a gun game to zombies, something cool like that. Just make zombies be the best it can, give it the most content it's ever had. And then probably the last point for zombies on this list, number 4, keep some stuff from Black Ops 3, and by that I mean the weapons kits, so you can add camos and attachments and rank up your guns, and just the multiplayer system of leveling up, so just the normal leveling up and the prestige with the prestige icons, just cool stuff like that. Okay, we're in the top 3 things now, and I don't exactly think this list is in any particular order, because I sort of just came up with stuff as I went along, so this is just a 10 list, not a top 10 list, okay? But number 3, we're talking about supply drops. Spooky. So, I guess in an ideal world, people would want me to say, number 3, supply drops, get rid of them, and that's it. But I'm trying to make this list somewhat realistic, that's not a word, realistic, and whether you like it or not, supply drops are going nowhere. So quickly, if there are supply drops in this game, we need to make them as good as they can be. So how about the Modern Warfare system where, as of right now, it's not pay to win, and anything that you can get in supply drops, you can get by other means. So if you want to spend money on it, you can. If you don't want to spend money on it, you can earn supply drops by playing, but you can also earn the stuff from supply drops by other means. So number 2 is customization, character customization. So I talked about this a bit earlier when I was talking about the tanks and the planes. So yeah, they have different paint jobs, you can add different logos onto it, you can add like sort of like ghillie, a tank ghillie suit, sure that works. On planes, not so much. And then you can add different like ammunition into your tanks and stuff, just stuff like that. But how about your normal player? So for a couple of years now we've had specialists, so a specific character, that has a weapon and an ability. But like I said, with World War II, would that really work? They could find a way to make it work, but how about just like Modern Warfare Remastered has? In the olden days, specialists were something new, but they're not exactly ideal. I mean, some people might like them, some people might not really care, but what I think should happen for specialists is just get rid of them for this year and see how it goes. Just have normal characters that you have a specific character for each team, so say the American, the German, the Russians, the Japanese, so each of these sort of multiplayer factions that were in World War II, because this game is set in World War II, and then you can just add customization to each of those 4 or maybe 5 characters that you have. So it could be like ghillie suits, just different hats and camouflage, just stuff like that. So you can have your own unique character, because I think specialists, what they're going through, or rigs, whatever they're called in Infinite Warfare, they try to say, okay, we're going to give them a character which they can customize and make it unique. But that way, you're just given a sort of specific character that you try to make unique, but makes you less unique because of set characters. So that's number 2. So number 1, and I appreciate it if you're still here. So we need a really cool, a really amazing, a really intriguing reveal and sort of lead up teasers to the game, right? So if you don't know, for Black Ops 1, quickly sort of packages were sent to YouTubers and people within the community, and then it gave them a USB stick which led them to a website, and then it was a whole like website and campaign, stuff like that made up to release Black Ops 1. I mean, that's really cool. And then Black Ops 3 had like Snapchat teasers and stuff like that. Like, they need a really cool way to reveal this game to us, to tease this game to us. And I think maybe something like a Twitter account, so a Twitter account that sort of gives out little like hints and teasers and cryptic stuff, and then like, I don't know, just something cool like that. Send something out to YouTubers as well, like Infinite Warfare did with their zombies thing. And then it could just have like all this, I don't know, just cool things. And then of course we have reveal trailers, make the trailers themselves actually cool. And that's it, just tease this game good to us to lead hype up to this game. So that's it. No one's here anymore. This video's been too long, it's been too rambly. Rest in peace, thank you for watching.